Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of map making. And today, I need to show a lot of stuff. It's not too complicated redstone wise, but a lot of stuff with the story has happened, and I changed a little bit of this area, which I'm going to show right now. Pretty simple, I just changed the way this cannon part works a little bit. Before the people who were jumping off the ship right there, the person or the zombie who was over here, who's coming from the right, was kind of far away, and it was hard to hit them because you'd have to aim a little bit in front of them to hit them. But now I moved them where they summon from. I moved it a little over, so it's a little easier to hit them. And also, this was suggested to me. Oh, also, I got a few things. The first is this chest plate has blast protection, which was suggested to me. Actually, I forget who it was by. I'll go get their name. That was suggested to me by Blahcub, if that's how you say your name. So thanks for that suggestion. I completely didn't think of that, and I'm glad somebody spoke up and said that. So thanks again. And also, as you might have saw, this says Unbreakable. Well, those don't, but that's just because of something I did temporarily. But in the real version of the map, those are unbreakable too. So everything would be completely unbreakable. And that was kind of discovered by CrushedPixel. Apparently it's been in the game for a while, but like nobody has really known about it, and he made a video about it, so thanks to him. So that's very useful. I ripped out the little part of the main clock that like replaces the items when they're almost broken, but now I don't have to do that, so it's very good. Yeah, so I'm just playing through the end of this area again because I changed all those things. Yeah, now I'll just skip to after this part. Okay, so this is about to blow up. Well, there it goes. Okay, so now we'll get to the new part right here when you sail back. So, you know, it says what it usually says. And after this, there's going to be lots of words and talking, so I'll just skip that. So now we're on a little lifeboat. You can see the normal boat out there, and they're talking. I'll just describe because they say a lot. So this is pretty cool. You can see he's walking over to into here. I'll show this place later. I'll show you a better view, but right now this is happening. So yeah, they're pretty much talking, and he says what these people are all about, and then Theo kind of like questions him a little bit, and it's pretty simple. If you want to read it, of course you can. Yeah, so they're just talking. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I guess I'll walk around this area while they're doing that. You can see it's kind of like a fort on some kind of tropical island. Yeah, so that's that. I'll walk around a little bit because I really don't feel like reading everything they're saying. You can read it if you want, or you can just wait until you play the map to read it if you don't want too many spoilers, even though this is pretty much full of spoilers. Hopefully he's going to tell us something right about now. So he says his name, he's Pete. Theo says his name, and he says, would you mind filling this up with fresh water? I haven't had any in a while. So he gives you this glass bottle. So you have to go over here it says enter the cave to the left of the fort and find the fresh water. So over here there's a cave that you have to go down to find the fresh water. So you just walk down here, go across here, but wait, you fell down. So yeah, the bridge breaks. That was Squirt Dude's idea a while back, but I kind of used updated commands and everything. So you have to find a way out of the cave. It says this is something cool too. You have to shoot these stalactites, I think that's what they're called. If you shoot the top of them like this, they will fall down. So I'm just going to do this. It sometimes takes a few tries. You have to hit them like right in the corner. You can't actually hit these two from right here. You have to climb up here and shoot them from this angle to actually make them fall. Now let's see if I can get it. It's not too easy. Okay, there's that one. And we shoot this one, and there you go. And they make this little pathway, which is pretty cool. Then you go up here, go through this cave, so all the light is coming from behind those leaves, so it's kind of a neat way of hiding the lighting. I really think there should be some kind of invisible glowstone though. So then when you go down here it says shoot the sand to destroy it, so we have this sand right here. You shoot it and it all falls down and then there's water. So that's how you get out of the cave. This fresh water here is just like a speed potion but with no effects, so it's pretty much just like an empty custom potion effects tag which has no actual effects in it, so it doesn't have the little enchantment thing and it says no effects. So once you go up here, he takes it and he says thanks, and then it says that they're going to plan to attack a fort to get like information that they need. So that's what's gonna happen there, and pretty soon after they're done talking it will say to sleep in a bed pretty soon. Okay, sleep in a bed, and what you do is you go to a bed. Monster. Okay, you can't sleep in that bed. I'll show you why in a minute. One of these will work. Okay, this one will work. I might need to fix that. But yeah, you sleep, and now it's daytime. And that's pretty much everything that I did this episode. I know it's not too much, or at least it goes by really quick, but it is a lot of interesting mechanics which I will go over right now. Okay, I'm at spawn now. I haven't showed this in a while, but these are the clocks that run the game. You press this to start running it. It says I failed, but let's clear it. Okay, so there used to be all this stuff that would like clear your inventory of swords that are damaged and give you new ones, but I don't have to do that anymore because now the swords just won't break. So yeah, I'm going to show, actually yeah, we'll teleport there. So this is I don't know what to call these people, maybe you guys can give me an idea, but this is their kind of like their symbol, and they're pretty much just like trying to take down Malenton. I kind of explained this last time, but once you go like from the last part where you were battling the other ship, once that's over you get teleported here, and once you step on this it will set a block of redstone to be right here on top of this block of redstone, and what that will do is this will set that back to air. This will put there. This will put the redstone into this and make this go that this little clock right here. This makes it so if you like try to swim away, you'll get teleported back. And this, I'll explain that later. This will set where that pressure plate is to be a slab so that you don't see the command block and everything. This sets the spawn point, and this says all the dialogue and everything. So it pretty much just goes around this big room saying everything it needs to say. It's pretty long, but hopefully people who are playing can read it fast enough. Yeah, it should end somewhere around here. Okay, right here it says this is where he talks about getting the water, and what it will do is give you the glass bottle, and this sets a bunch of blocks to air, and I'll show you where those are. So we come out here, there's these cobblestone walls here. That's just so you don't go down there when you're not supposed to, but once you are supposed to, it sets those to air. So for this bridge part, you might be able to see there's invisible ladders right there, and that's just so if you somehow like jumped across, you wouldn't be able to go over there anyway. So what this does is these will set these four, they set those wood blocks to air, and these four summon the falling sand, which falls down. And this says, that's just him screaming. This plays the zombie breaking the wood sound, which is just like, you know, cracking wood. Sounds like the bridge is breaking. This says he needs to get out. This part, it will clear your inventory of the glass bottle. It clears it of potion just in case you filled it with water for some reason. And this will give you this fresh water, and this is what the NBT is. See, the custom potion effects just has nothing in it, so it doesn't have the little enchantment glow on it. And then it gives you the objective, which is find a way out of the cave. So I'll just activate it right now. There's a spawner right in there, and then that falls down. It gives you this fresh water, which you're supposed to have like filled up from this water. And you come through here, then this, there's just like a spawner down there, which puts there and says all the things it needs to say. So this part is the interesting part. To make these fall, there's a wooden pressure plate right there. So if you were to, here I'll demonstrate. If you shoot an arrow on the side of the block like that, or a little higher up, it will actually trigger the pressure plate, and that will activate this redstone, and this will set a block. For example, on this one, this red, okay, so this command block, it sets a block right here to redstone wire, and that updates the whole thing, and the redstone wire disappears instantly too, so it just makes the whole thing fall down like that. And that happens for all these. They all have a little redstone and command block up there, so you just shoot them and they fall down. Pretty simple. This one, the redstone actually stays, but it doesn't really matter too much. So you just walk up here, and over here where the sand falls down is the same principle. You just, I'm trying not to get too close. As you see, there's a pressure plate, so when you shoot the side of the sand, it updates and falls down, and the water comes down too. So I'll just show this part over here. There's a spawner down there, which I'm trying not to activate right now, but it will, darn it, well, anyway, it summons an item right there, as you can see, and it will say shoot the sand to destroy it. Pretty simple. And now it will set all those cobblestone walls back so that you can't go back down into the cave. I broke it, darn it. Yeah, that's pretty much that. It also sets the time to almost, it's like the sun's setting, but you still can't sleep in a bed. Here it says return to beat. This puts another redstone into this and activates this clock. And this will test if you're near him again. I would have used the spawner, but can't really do that because then I'd have to like set a block with all the NBT data, and I don't really want to do that, so I just use test 4 clock right there, even though I don't really like to, but it'll just clear your inventory of the potion, or if you drank it for some reason, it will still accept that, even though you're not kind of supposed to do that. And this sets a redstone block somewhere. I'll show where that goes later. This says thanks, and says yeah, information, all that, and then where this sets the redstone block, since there wasn't enough room, it goes back to the little underground area over here. So it sets a block somewhere over here. See if I can find it. Right here. It sets it right there. Oh wait, no, actually it's over there. This is I don't know what this is. This is something else. Okay, wait. This... Hang on, I'm a little confused. Okay, I figured it out. What this does is sets the redstone block right there, so stops the clock. That other redstone block that gets set is this command right here. So I accidentally broke that, but it doesn't matter. So what that command will do is it'll set the redstone block where I said before. So that one will set it right there. So what it'll do is say they're talking about their plan, and then when it gets over here it says sleep in a bed. It sets the time so that you can sleep, and it will play the objective sound. So once that's done, you'll see it'll get a little bit darker. I'll just show what happens there. So this thing right here, this daylight sensor stuff, as you see, when it gets dark, it will activate this, which turns the daylight cycle on, and that doesn't do anything. But the reason it turns the daylight cycle on is that it's so you can sleep, and when you're done sleeping it will be daytime, because if the daylight cycle is off and you sleep in a bed, it won't turn to daytime. So what this hopper clock, that will keep setting this time so that it doesn't like go through a whole cycle. So once you do sleep in a bed, I'll just get a bed and show what happens. So I'll just sleep right there. Okay, so once that happens, something didn't work. I'll try again. I was messing with the redstone, so not always. Okay, so that time it worked. It's daytime, and what happens is the sun will rise up, and then once it gets to a certain point, it will turn the daylight cycle back off, and it will set a redstone block. I'll show you where that goes. So where that redstone block gets set is over there, I think. Here. There. Okay, so it does get set here, and this is going to be everything that I decide to do after you're done sleeping the next day. This day is supposed to be the day that you go raid the fort. So yeah, what happens next is a mystery. Not really, but I haven't done it yet, so that'll be next episode. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I'll show what this looks like from far away. It looks pretty cool from far away, but you can't really see it because you're never far away from it. So yeah, there's a ship out there, there's some rocks. It's kind of like a beach. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Also, something I kind of forgot about, but it is really important, is the guy walking into here. And it seems pretty simple, but it's really complex. So when you start there, you will you'll do this command. When it sets this block here, it will put in this summon command, and what that does is somewhere right about here, it summons a snowman here. It's pretty complicated, but what it'll do is summon the snowman. This snowman, he's it's pretty complex. I won't explain it, but it has to do with inverted slime. So he spawns under there, and he has the person up there, and they're leashed together, and there's items that despawn and separate them. And yeah, it's pretty complicated. So there's basically what it ends up as is there's a snowman here, and he's leashed to the villager up here, or the villager is leashed to him. That's how it works. And big thanks to SkylineRW. He pretty much came up with this whole concept, both the leashing and making the snowman go where you want. So I'll put a link to that video because it's really important, and if you're a map maker, you can probably take advantage of it. So once the snowman lands here, it'll trigger this redstone, and what that will do is once it gets here, it will summon a witch. So since there's glass and there's a line of sight from the witch to where the snowman is, he will start walking, like finding a path to get to the witch. And also once it summons the witch, it will set these two glass blocks to air so that he can move. So he'll walk down here, and since the villager's leashed above him, it will look like he's walking. Then once the snowman gets here, it will set those two blocks to air, and he'll land here and die in the lava and become unleashed. So when the leash comes off, it gets actually sucked up with these hopper minecarts, so you don't end up with a random leash popping out of the floor. Yeah, that's pretty much everything for this snowman thing. Again, check out SkylineRW's video about this. It's pretty complex stuff going on. I can also put this command maybe like in a paste bin if you want to use it or something. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I needed to say about what I've done so far. Also, something else is, now that Minecraft has a streaming option, I was thinking about doing some live streams of me making the map, because normally I just show like kind of what happens, what everything does. I don't really show me as I'm making it, except sometimes I do the time lapses, which I haven't really done recently, but I'll try to do those again. Yeah, so follow me on Twitch. The link will be in the description. I'll probably do some streams of just me doing the boring kind of redstone stuff, but you guys can like ask questions and do whatever you do in a live stream. Also, you should follow me on Twitter. I don't really use Twitter to kind of like make my own tweets. I pretty much just use it to follow other people and sometimes reply to them. But I'd like to start using it to actually inform the viewers, so if you guys want to follow me there, I can actually say like when I'm going to be making a video and all that. So yeah, do that, and I think that's pretty much everything. So follow me on Twitch, Twitter. Yeah, I'll see you guys next episode. Bye.